Now, Mickey Free, we know your music from Shalamar to the rock stuff. We know you're a born rocker, man. So where'd you grow up and who were your influences and inspirations?
Wow. I mean, I grew up in Europe. My stepfather was in the service. So I grew up in Germany, and I was listening to Cream, Hendrix, Stones at an early age, man. And those were my idols were, the old classic guys, The Who. And, I was discovered by Gene Simmons from Kiss, as you guys know. Kiss managed me for 20 years. Gene did. Got lucky, won a Grammy in Shalamar, platinums, multi-platinums. Then, started working with Jean Beauvoir from the Plasmatics, Crown of Thorns on Interscope Records, Tony Thompson, one of the greats. And now my current project is American Horse. It's a trio with Cindy Blackman Santana on drums, which is Carlos Santana's wife, and David Santos from John Fogerty's band on bass. So that's my core unit now, Mickey Free's American Horse Trio.
And what was the direction? I mean, what was in your heart that wasn't being satisfied that this band is doing?
Well, I mean, as you know, Shalamar's my day gig, I call it. So, that's R&B, and my heart really is a blues rock bass guitar player.
Yeah.
So that's what I've always done. That's who I am. So American Horse Trio is exactly what it is. It's an American-based blues rock trio, a power trio. And, Cindy Blackman Santana is my Mitch Mitchell to Jimi Hendrix's Mitch Mitchell, and David Santos is like an incredible bass player, bar none. I mean, he's one of the best there is. And these guys fill that need and that void that I long for, which is a good free-form jam. That's what I won my Grammy for songwriting, that's what I do, and, I consider myself, I'm not a bad songwriter, but I like to jam, old school. And when people ask me to jam, that's what I really like to do. If they send me the material to learn first, then I don't really like that because it's not a jam. I like to just go up there, it's in E, then we're off and running. That's what I like to do.
Well, there's nothing that takes the place of a good live band that's in a groove. You got the jam going, everybody's stretching out. There's a telepathy going, man. It's just unlike any other. Now, tell us about how you met Gene Simmons and how Gene took an interest in you.
I was in a band in the Midwest, a small band called Smokehouse, and our manager happened to be a promoter, and he was promoting Midwest tours. The tour that he put us on was Kiss, Rush, Ted Nugent, and REO Speedwagon, right? And then our little band Smokehouse. Gene Simmons saw me, said, "You're a star, period. And, if you ever get out to L.A., let's do something together." Long story short, I came to L.A., Gene found me at SIR rehearsing one day, brought Diana Ross down to see me, and Diana signed me to her company, and then Gene started managing me, and that was it, man. The Shalamar opportunity arose, and I didn't want to get in the band, and Gene said it would be like getting into a limousine instead of a taxi cab, so I knew just what he meant.
Can't hurt to have some credits and
instant
some
start
experience.
Immediately, because Shalamar was a huge band at that time.
Right.
So I got into the band in 2 years' time. I think it was less than a year. I won a Grammy for Footloose. We were in the Footloose movie dancing in the She's multi-platinum, triple platinum, and then I won my Grammy for Eddie Murphy's movie Beverly Hills Cop. I had a song on that soundtrack, Don't Get Stopped in Beverly Hills. We won it for Best Original Score for a Major Motion Picture. So it doesn't hurt, as Gene would say, to have Grammy award-winning artist Mickey Free. That credibility really helps.
Sure. And I know, there were trials, tribulations through that scenario with Shalamar, but what are your greatest memories of working with Howard Hewitt?
Oh, I mean, I'm still, to this day, working with Howard Hewitt. I am still a member of Shalamar because we go on and we go on, And when the dates arise to go out with Shalamar, Howard and I go out. We just played in Las Vegas last year, November, at a huge event, and Shalamar was there with Sherelle and a bunch of other people, and the best part about it was the day before Shalamar had to play, which was on a Saturday. Friday night I went to the House of Blues, Mandalay Bay, to see Carlos Santana, obviously, and Cindy was there, and Went back to say hello to Carlos, and he said, "Want to jam?" Freaked me out, of course. I said, "No, of course not." I said, "Yeah." So we did "The Calling" by Carlos and Eric Clapton. Then we did 4 other songs, which was amazing. So jamming with Carlos Santana is as good as it gets for me, besides being given a guitar by Billy Gibbons of ZZ Top, my good friend. So that was one of the highlights in my career.
Yeah.
Probably above winning a Grammy was jamming with Carlos Santana.
Sure.
One of my guys.
Yeah, a piece of something on a shelf can't compare to that emotional feeling.
Yeah, man. I mean, when you get to play with a legend and somebody who you admire and just always admired in spirituality and in songwriting, showmanship, guitar playing, that works for me, man. And Carlos is top of the food chain.
Yeah. Well, it's amazing. We can't wait to hear more of the new band and follow the next chapter, Mickey Free.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to that young player, that young band coming out today? It's a different world, but they've got music in their heart. What do they got to concentrate on to find their own style and have their own shot at this?
Well, people ask me that all the time, man. And seriously, as you just said, the music business is not what it used to be. It just isn't, And the best advice I could give someone is to follow your heart. Try the best you can to achieve your dream, doing everything that you think you can do to achieve that dream. But trust me, luck is a big part of it. Timing's a big part of it. Destiny plays into it too. People ask me all the time, some consider me one of the great guitar players of this time. For me, that's like, thanks for the compliment. But there's Mickey Frees and closets all over the world, man, just waiting to be discovered. Dig what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't take that to heart. Thank you for the compliment. But there's tons of Mickey Frees that are waiting for that opportunity. And then the last thing I'd like to say on a joke level, but really not a joke level, is something that Gene Simmons taught me, and a guy named Todd Rundgren, is keep your day gig. That means rock and roll is not forever. Get your education, get learning, get power, as Gene Simmons says, so you can move on after rock and roll is done with you. And that's what I do. I'm an entrepreneur. I have 2 companies, Mickey Free Brand. That's what we do. MickeyFree.com, www.mickifree.com. I'm all over Facebook, and Mickey Free's Roadhouse, all kinds of stuff. You branch out, but my heart is in rock and roll, man.